Across the walls of Hades, riding on falling angels' wings, swimming up dark rivers of death and pushing her cry across two worlds.
Hello, friends and enemies. Today we are talking about A Dream or a Vision, the first full-length release by The Waning Moon. I have talked about work by this band a few times, but in case you forgot, it is an international project based out of both Costa Rica and Florida in the United States, founded by Ariel Maniki of Ariel Maniki and the Black Halos and Zach Campbell of the Kentucky Vampires. They have added a few more members since, which is great because we don't want our musicians getting too overworked, right? Like the two acts associated with this band, this one can be described as gothic rock in nature. They definitely sound closer to the later 1980s to 90s band and sound, the point where goth was an actual identifiable genre. If I were to compare this band to the two bands that birthed it, I would say it's closer to Ariel Maniki and the Black Halos and the Kentucky Vampires, so the inspirations are also similar. I know that band was heavily inspired by Two Witches. I also get some The Mission and Ghosting vibes. Yes, they are rocking, but there's a spiraling, magical feel throughout. It is all very expressive and dramatic in both vocals and instrumentation. This album starts with a song called The Sill. It has a very mellow, mystical feel, very concert opener feeling. So there aren't any lyrics listed on the Bandcamp, and my auditory processing disorder, having self, has been known to have some rather comical lyrical misunderstandings, but one thing I could understand is the album title, A Dream or a Vision, is dropped in that opening song. I always like when album titles come from a random lyric. Very cool. There are some songs about wild ladies. There's this one called Annabelle, though I don't think it's about the doll, and another called Die Caroline. There are definitely some tumultuous relationship references, as well as some general mental health struggles songs, such as Towards the Night, which you may remember I mentioned in my previous video about goth singles by Latin American bands. When we think of the two bands that the fathers of this one came from, we tend to associate Ariel Maniki and the Black Halos with mythological and occult references, and the Kentucky Vampires with, well, vampires. So does any of that show up here? Well, sort of. There appear to be some biblical references. There is a song called Babel, as in the Tower of. The song Shred My Wings seems to be referencing a fallen angel sort of deal as a metaphor for tumultuous human relationships. Some of you may be excited to know that the closing song, Nada, gives us our first song by this band that is in Spanish. I know some people come to me specifically hoping to find goth music actually in Spanish, so I hope they aren't too disappointed that a lot of these bands, even the ones that aren't half United Statesian like this one, just sing in English for various reasons. Well, we have a song in Spanish. Yay! So those were my thoughts on A Dream or a Vision by The Waning Moon. If you want to buy this album, stream it, or just follow this band on social media, I have all of their links in the description to this video down below. If you want to follow me elsewhere on social media, my link tree is in the description as well. My birthday is coming up this week, so if you want to help me have a really happy birthday, you should get me something off my Bandcamp wishlist or donate to my coffee, which are both in the aforementioned link tree. Obviously, don't feel obligated. Until next time, bye now.